Welcome to Bookie. Today we will unlock the book The Hard Thing About Hard Things, Building a Business When There Are No Easy Answers. When people mention entrepreneurial companies, they think about how managers devote themselves to the production of good products, the construction of various administrative systems, and the grounding of strategies and ideas every day. At the same time, entrepreneurial companies also contain many uncertainties and will run into all kinds of difficulties and challenges. Administrators of most entrepreneurial companies also face adversity and deal with crises frequently. If you are an entrepreneur, you might have had this experience. After working night and day to make your vision a reality, you wake up to find that your company does not resemble Jack Dorsey's keynote that originally inspired you. Instead, your product has issues that will be very hard to fix, the market isn't quite where it was supposed to be, your employees are losing confidence and some of them have even quit. Most importantly, you are running low on cash. So, you will look for help in various places or turn to experienced successful people. However, these resources are not always available to every entrepreneur. So, you walk into a bookstore and seek wisdom from books. But most management books on the market tell us how to accomplish things and solve issues with systems and formulas. For example, how to set goals, how to hire talented people, or how to design organizational structures. However, most entrepreneurial companies are facing complicated and changing situations. During this process, there is no unified standard or formula to follow. It can even be said that entrepreneurship is about fighting with uncertainties on every front. So, how do entrepreneurial companies survive and overcome their difficulties? The Hard Thing About Hard Things will answer this question. Like most books on entrepreneurship, it will tell you how to do the right thing and avoid screwing things up. It will also tell you what you should do when things are already falling apart. The author of this book, Ben Horowitz, is one of the earliest pioneers of the internet in Silicon Valley, and one of the 50 best angel investors in Silicon Valley. Mark Zuckerberg described him as a mentor on management for young entrepreneurs in the Valley. He not only brought Loudcloud back to life several times, but also sold it to HP for a price of $1.6 billion. He also turned Andreessen Horowitz into one of the top venture capital firms of Silicon Valley within 3 years. Now, let us unlock this book in 3 parts. Part 1, How to Keep Going When Things Fall Apart. Part 2, How to Manage Things to Keep Them on Track. Part 3, How to Lead Even When You Don't Know Where You Are Going. Let's begin with the first part, How to Keep Going When Things Fall Apart. When starting a company, problems can arise as cash runs low. During this process, the entrepreneur will be under great pressure and may feel as though they are caught in a vortex. This can easily lead the entrepreneur to isolate themselves. But the more you reject help from others, the harder it is to solve your problems. So, how can an entrepreneur work with others to overcome difficulties? First of all, the entrepreneur needs to stop lying to themselves. When an entrepreneur is under great pressure, he or she will easily avoid the issue and fall into attribution bias. What is an attribution bias? It is a psychological effect which means that people will attribute successes to themselves and failures to other people or the environment. For example, some entrepreneurs, when their company is struggling